lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is another part of our Sims 4 City Living Sixan in the City challenge. Or I guess it's not a challenge, it's more of just an episode slash story based like Let's Play. But right now we are back with Bailey and Crystal, and Bailey is eating her vegetarian food, which looks absolutely virtually adorable and delicious. But today I think we're going to focus on doing like a little bit of a renovation of the house. I don't think the girls would like living here the way that it is right now. I don't think they would be able to be very comfortable with it, especially with their dad having just died on the same floors, and their the floors being dirty, there being food everywhere. They can't really get rid of the mice and all of that other stuff, but they can make it so that it's kind of livable again. They're probably going to get rid of all of their like toys and things that they used to have when they were kids, because their father put this together for them when they were younger, and I think they would kind of want to revamp it up. I think because the girls are both a little bit more happy, they're going to want each have their own rooms, and so we're going to make this room Crystal's, and we're gonna make that room over here Bailey's, because I think Bailey is a little bit better about wanting to be where did I go? Bailey is a little bit better about wanting to be near the art studio. Like right now she's doing some painting, so I think she wants to be really close to that. And looks like Crystal has started some gardening in the back, so she will definitely be able to get to that if she wants to. But I think Bailey having access to the art studio is something that she's gonna want. So right now what I'm gonna do is take the girls' limited funds. Like I said, they only have about $7,000, 7,000 simoleons to renovate the place, and they still want to get about 10,000 simoleons to leave, because they don't want to stay, but they do want to make this like place livable again and kind of update the appliances. They're not really quite sure why their dad didn't at least spend a little bit more time like selling a little bit more of his paintings so that they can make enough money to upgrade everything in here. But now that he is gone, they do want to spend a little bit of time like making their place where they live a little bit more livable, especially because Crystal wants to get stuff for her career, and because Bailey already has the art studio, Crystal wants to have some things for herself. And so I think trying to set this up for the girls, probably keeping a lot of the furniture and getting rid of some of their toys and things like that, will make it a little bit easier for them to kind of transition after their father's death and get them into a space where they can like grow their careers and kind of get on with their story. So I'm gonna put this into like a speed build mode, you guys, more of like a speed renovation, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you when we get back. Hey lovelies, welcome to this speed build. So basically I wanted to kind of show you guys what I do to renovate the apartment. I didn't do any massive like changes to the structure of the apartment, because I didn't think the girls would be very much up to that. But I did get completely rid of all of their stuff, and which actually ended up giving us a little bit more money. I kept that little Totoro plushie because I feel like Crystal would use it kind of like you'd use your favorite teddy bear, and so I think she would just keep it because she's really attached to it. But I kind of just kept with the same format. I kind of added in little pieces that kind of made each girl's room their own. I wanted to like kind of explore their personalities through this renovation, trying to see what their or at least what their personality would be like this way, and I was able to kind of explore that. I added a closet because I feel like Crystal is a little bit more of a fashionista than Bailey is. It's something I think she pays attention to a little bit more. Bailey, I think she cares and she tries to look good, but I don't think she like pays attention to it as much as Crystal does, especially because Crystal has to keep up her like regular appearance and her disguise. And so like I added in a few different little pieces because it looks like I said, Crystal is the more social of the sisters, and so she is a little bit going to be going to the politics career, so she's going to have to be on social media. So I gave her a computer. She got to keep her desk. Both girls got to keep their desks. I kind of made hers a little bit brighter, kept with the golds that she wears a lot. I think those are the colors that she enjoys. And I kind of pulled a lot of this stuff from City Living that I absolutely adore. I love all of the stuff you can get in City Living when it comes to like the decor and stuff like that. Like I love that painting. And working on Bailey's room actually took like a weird turn. Like I ended up working on it and I liked the way it looked the first time. I did this in 2 parts. Like I was like, oh, okay, well I'm just gonna go with like a teal-ish color, and it took me a little bit to figure out which bed to use and where I was gonna place it and everything. But once we get farther into the build, you'll see that I end up changing my mind because I don't want to like use the same colors that I normally use, because like that bed is something that I use a lot because I absolutely love that color. And me and my colors are like light blues, teals, dark blues, things like that, which is why I have a lot of CC that matches that. But I didn't want it to look like my room. I wanted it to look like Bailey's room. And so I was trying to figure out the best way to kind of explore that. And I think I did a good job once I started making some changes to what was actually going in her room. And I did add a mural, and later I changed the back wallpaper to like a brick, and the brick looks so much better because I think Bailey would have just torn everything down and been like, yeah, I just want to be able to paint. And so I think she would have like made that tiny section, like I changed the brick color and I made it the brick color from outside, and so it looks really nice. And so she just uses that area to like practice her murals and her painting. And then I took one of the easels from in the like studio, because I don't think she'd want to go into her dad's studio that much. I feel like she would think it's more his than hers, so she would want her own space. And so I kind of made her a little bit of an artsy space in her bedroom, which I don't think she'd mind at all. Like she'd probably be up really late trying to do some form of painting. And I ended up changing the colors a little bit and made it more greens, and I think that suits her a lot better. It took me forever to find a rug that would fit, though. Not necessarily that would fit, but that looked good. Like I don't like clashing patterns, it bothers me. And so I was trying to find one that matched the color scheme, which we don't have a lot of that specific color in Sims 4 right now, or at least not in carpets. And I couldn't find one that matched the color scheme and wasn't like an overpowering pattern. It took me a while to figure it out, but once I did find one, it looks really cute. Let's see, what else did I do? I made some changes to the living room. Yeah, that's the carpet I went with, because it matches, but it's not like too overpowering. And I love those paintings. Like I'm so happy when I find really cute paintings, and those ones are adorable. And then I used a double painting there, yeah, and it reminds me of Princess Mononoke because of the weird like antlered beast that's coming through the forest. But I actually like Bailey's room a lot. It's really like cozy and like very bright and like, hey, in your face, like this is my personality, why are you in my room, get out type of thing. And she has paintings everywhere and her colors, and she's like unapologetically girly and not at the same time. It's really cute. And so I basically like gutted the kitchen. Like I was really much just like, okay, I don't like any of it, I want it all to go away. And I like added linoleum down, and I made it, because the linoleum was like a weird beige color, I ended up making the kitchen like brownish gold, and the entire interior ended up being like this weird brownish gold that I actually kind of like I didn't know how I'd feel about it, just because like I'd never messed with that type of color before. Like I have like a really consistent color scheme of like, I usually use like dark woods, and I tried this one because I was like, oh well, dark would be like, it would be too dark and you wouldn't be able to see it because the apartment is really, really dark. There's only so much lighting, and I could only afford so much lighting because the girls can only afford so much lighting, and we end up going through all of their funds, which I'm upset about and kind of happy with, because it means we get to spend a little bit more time in this area. And I don't like, and if you guys have been paying attention, I don't like change much. I'm not really big on it. So I like being able to like do something, mess with it a little bit, and then have it stay that way for a while, and then once I feel like changing, I'll change. But I don't want it to be like, yeah, I just renovated this place, now let's leave. And it's like, no, not about it. But I made it, like I said, I changed a lot of it up to being like this weird beigeish gold theme that just goes through like the furniture and the carpet that I add in, and like I add some color with like the little accessories like that little pillow, but other than that it's all pretty much like a beigeish gold, and I actually kind of like it. It's really cute. The paintings stay the same because I don't think they'd get rid of their dad's paintings, but I do get rid of that weird what's it called, jersey, the sign jersey. I was like, nah, don't, I'm not for it, not here for it. But I do add some plants because I have to add plants. I love plants. I would definitely add like a ton more, but I don't want to like go crazy with plants. But I definitely think because Bailey is a vegetarian, I think she would have plants everywhere, and because Crystal is really good at cooking, so she would definitely want plants in the house. So, and because she's trying to make that garden in the back. It took me a while to figure out which like background to use, and I ended up going with like this weird like kind of rundown brick color, and I kind of like it. I like it. It's nice. And then I finally like add in like the finished wood, and the wood makes it so much better. Like I love that wood color. And then I use some stuff from Backyard Stuff to kind of finish it off, and I ended up being really happy with it. Like I'm happy with how it turned out, and I think the girls are gonna like be able to have a little bit of fun here, and since they both have their own space, we'll be able to focus on their personalities and like the shenanigans that they get up to, because Crystal is really charismatic and extroverted, but she doesn't really want to show everybody her feelings and like her true feelings, or how she and if she really wants to interact with like the same people all the time, and if the people she interacts with actually will accept her. It's always something she's worried about. So she's like an interesting character that I'm interested to see how she like interacts with others, and how she deals with people who don't care that she's an alien and kind of care that she's an alien. And then Bailey is I think her and her like rise to artistic fame is going to be interesting. But here are the screenshots, you guys. I know I've been jabbering on. I don't think I'm going to I think this is going to be the end of it. I don't want to like make a super duper long video. So if you guys liked this speed renovation, please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me. Next episode we are going to finish up with the girls, and we're going to start focusing on their careers and telling their stories. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.